Hello everyone, welcome back to Grandma's DIY. Today we're going to do a vase. I have my string here and I'm going to wrap this around. Now I do use alcohol swipes and I want everyone to see exactly what I do. See, I use these alcohol pads in order to clean the glass, okay, so you can see what it is. Take out a pad, like so, and I wipe it. Because you want your glass clean. You don't want it sticky or anything like that. Just hold it on the inside and just wipe it, let it dry. Best thing to do. You know, it's just to keep it from being smudgy. Okay? There you go. You're just going to wipe it. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to wrap it. I have my twine and Aleene's glue. Okay, my adhesive. Okay. And I keep a trash bag near. So I think we're going to start at the bottom down here. And we're just going to wrap around. As you see, I didn't do the whole thing. Going to start with my twine here. At the bottom. Well, we don't have to always start exactly at the bottom. But you do have to have glue there at the bottom, because if you don't have, it may not stick. I like to smear it as much as possible. Oops. So go slowly around and make sure it sticks. You might have to use a glue gun. This is my first time trying it like this. Okay, never tried it like this before. So it's going to be interesting. can see the glue does stick though. Okay. Ooh, my goodness, it's just running out. That's because it's getting to the end, and when it gets to the end, it will do that. It'll just run out. It'll just come on out by itself. This is to make sure it sticks without it being all gloppy. That's all that is. That's why I do it like this. This is a pretty good technique here. Something I discovered when I was playing with the glasses, that it works better if you kind of sort of push it around. So that's what I'm doing. I'm kind of sort of pushing it around. Want to make sure it has enough stick there so it'll stay and don't slide. I might have to put some glue at the bottom here to keep it from sliding so that it don't slide. And I think I might just do that. Put some glue at the bottom here to keep it from sliding. So it doesn't slide down and stay where it's supposed to stay. There we go. Because I don't want it to slide down. See? And we're going to do the whole thing. Now I'm going to have to unravel some string because it's not enough unraveled here. Make sure you have enough string unraveled, guys, because when you get to going with this, you can't turn back around and just keep going, keep on unraveling. You want to just keep going so you can get this thing done. Okay. You want to make sure your glass is sticky. So when you do this, it'll stay on there. This is a Starbucks glass that Starbucks coffee comes in. When I looked at the glass, I knew then that, oh yeah, I want to do something with this. And that's what I'm doing. Okay. Might get a little tricky the further you get up now. But that's okay. You just keep wrapping. Okay, time to add some more glue here. You just keep pulling it down. so that all, so you won't have large gaps. You may have some gaps, but you won't have large gaps, okay? So just keep pulling it down. Like I said, when you get to the small parts, it's going to become a little bit tricky because you got to make sure you get these big parts here before you go all the way up to the small parts. And that's what I'm doing. I'm kind of working it downward so it don't come up. It don't leave a big gap because small parts are going to go in a little bit differently. Okay, so I'm going to unravel some more yarn here, some more twine. The fun part's going to come when I decided to dress it. And I'm going to show you that too. So you're going to like that. I might have to switch to the glue gun when I get to the top here. We'll see. Maybe not, maybe I will, but we'll see. Okay, we're gonna do this. Make sure we get the glue all the way up there. Okay, all the way under there. Make sure we get it on all over. All the way to the top here. I'm gonna put that down and then I'm gonna start wrapping again. Now I'm using my finger because I don't want it to go the wrong way here. I want to be able to make sure it sticks like it should. Okay, so I'm going to go back and try the 2-finger thing. And it may not work because, like I said, it's going to get tricky because you're going down, you're going up, and you're making it smaller. And in order to make it smaller, you're going to have to do some other things here, like really watch how you do it. So it's not going to be as easy as it was coming up. as you can see. It's a slower process because you don't want to have huge gaps. So you're going to be very, very careful. In how you do the small one going up. As you can see, you got a few gaps down here. A few. And you can use his face anytime or anywhere. You can also give it to a teacher, give it as a gift. Sky's the limit, whatever you want to do here. There we go. It's going around a lot easier now because it's uniform. But when it wasn't uniform, is when you have to be very careful of how you go and how fast you go, because you don't want it, like I say, to have a bunch of gaps. You just don't want that. Those gaps don't look good. You may have some gaps, but you're not going to have 1,000 of them like you usually have. Okay. And this is just twine you buy at Walmart, down to twine aisle. I picked the white because I like the white. I didn't want the jute. I do have jute, and I have done some things with the jute, but I like this one because I'm going to stain it, and that's going to make it look that much more interesting. Okay, we're just going to keep going. There we go. I'm going to keep on going around. There we go. Now we're up to the lip. Now what we're going to do now is we're going to keep going. But I might have to go, like I said, glue gun. But we'll see. Maybe I may not have to. We'll see how this works. If I could do it with this without having to do it with the glue gun, I don't know. It's going to be interesting. Very interesting. Because they have those grooves in it. See, they have grooves in it. So let's see what we can do here and not have to use the glue gun. We'll see. So we're going to go on around. Carefully. Make sure you have your rope untwined here, because you're going to need it to be untwined so you don't have to go back and redo it, because you want it to go right on top of that, of your rope, because of the grooves. See here? See what happened right there? It kind of separated. So I got to go back down, unfasten it, pull it a little, and go all the way back around, because it didn't want to adhere there. It wanted to slip. So, and it did it again. See, right here, it did it again. It didn't want to go. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put just a little bit of glue there to see if I can get it to not slip. Just a little bit of glue from the glue gun to see if I could get it to not slip. Okay? This is a process, guys. You can't really go real fast and expect it to stay. You have to be gentle with it. Now, what I might have to do is put a little bit more glue here, because it wants to separate still. See? And you want it to not separate. So you want it to stay right up in there, in that little groove. Make sure you have enough string unwind so you can keep going. Okay? Just want to keep going. We're going all the way to the top here. And we may have to use a little glue gun. To get it to stay. Which, if you have to, just use a little bit of it. You know, to get it to stay. There you go. Because we want it to stay all the way at the top. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to keep going, because we want it on the top. So we're going to use the glue gun again and put a thin line at the top, just enough to get it to stay where we want it to stay. Okay? I would have used the other glue, but I think the glue gun will work a little bit better. Because I do want that lip. I want it up like this. So, there we go. and I'm going to cut it off here. And I'm going to use the glue gun to kind of brace it so it won't come loose. Right there. See? Oops. My bad. Alright, so now you have your completed wrap. It's all wrapped. Okay, now what are we going to do? Now we're going to add stain. I like the yellow better than I like anything, but I'm thinking about doing it in 2 stain colors. This is the stain I use. See? It's a tint, it's a gel stain. And I'm going to put it down here. I really like the color of this stain. Oops. Don't let it get away from you. It got away from me. And this kind of got away from me too. I will address that though. Okay. Get my paintbrush here. It's not dark enough for me, so I'm gonna put some more. Make sure this is open up pretty good here. I want that bottom pretty dark. Now, if this start coming loose, all you gotta do is use a little glue. Use the glue gun. And just fix it right back on down. Like that. There you go. Turn it. If it's coming up. Okay, if it's coming up, just a little bit of glue there. Push it down. That's all you gotta do. So that it doesn't come up all the way like you want it to. you go. Because I don't want it to come up. Now, and I'm going to add some more because I do want it a little bit more than this. I'm going to come up with the lip stain that's on there and go halfway. Just like cleaning my brush off. That's all. And it's kind of like cleaning your brush. That's all you're doing. Okay. And then we're going to make it dark right up in here again. Gonna make it dark. And I'm gonna put some more right here. And we're cleaning our brush again. There we go. And this is moving, so I'm going to get my glue gun. I'm going to stop it from moving. Oh my goodness, all of this came loose. And we're going to turn this upside down, and we're just going to fix it. Because it hasn't dried. So I'm just going to press it down like that. Get my lead glue gun. Kind of make it stay on here. Like that. So I'm going to just keep it upside down like this so it get dry. So we're going to let it dry. There we go. Okay, now while this is drying, we're going to put it to the side and let it dry. Now, I have these little people here. And I found them, and I couldn't believe I even had something like that. So, I found these little people, and I painted them. And I'm going to put them on the vase. Now, what I'm trying to decide if I want these little people to be the big at the bottom or the big at the top. I think I'm going to go big at the top. But I have, at the bottom, I have all these. And they're going to be on that vase. So, it's going to be interesting. And I'm going to have to put a little bit of glue on each one. So I am going to have to use a little finger thingy here. So this here, we don't need just now because we're letting that dry. Okay. Make sure you have very good scissors when you get ready to do all this, okay? We are going to make a bottom on the bottle when we get ready to put everything on. Right now it's drying and it's upside down. Okay. So we're going to let that dry for a little bit here. And then we're going to take this. These are big people. Okay. They already were painted. They were just regular wood pieces that I found. And I thought it'd be pretty good to have like a way of the world type base. And that's what I'm thinking about doing. A way of the world type base with these little people. See? I'm not going to put anything extravagant on them. I'm just going to leave them just like this. Because I think that'll be pretty cool. Okay. Push them under here. Okay, let's see if our base has dried. It's pretty dry. As you can see, it's still a little wet, so we'll let it dry a little longer. Yeah, glue it on like that. Sometimes you have to go back and re-glue, which is okay. Just take that time out and go back and just see where you missed and re-glue it. Re-glue the top of the string, the twine, so that you could get it where to stay. Okay, don't worry about it if it's not staying like you want it to. Just go back and revisit it and just do some extras. Okay. This is part 1, Grandma's DIY. Thank you for watching.